we will be presenting to you one project under the category of addressing the needs and challenges relating to post-conflict cities, and that is the rehabilitation of the walled city of Nicosia. This project may very well belong to the last category, that of protecting and revitalizing the city's built heritage. However, it is also an excellent example of how the needs and challenges relating to post-conflict cities may be dealt with. During the 1960s, and as a result of the intercommunal violence that took place between the Greek and the Turkish Cypriot communities, the capital city of Nicosia was divided into two sectors: a Turkish sector that occupied the northern part of the city and a Greek sector that occupied the southern part of the city. A buffer zone that extended from east to west separated the two sectors and was guarded by United Nations peacekeeping troops. As a result of this, the once vibrant city center of Nicosia now became a dead no man's land. In 1979, the then mayors of the two sectors, Mustafa Akinci and Lelos Demetriatis, held a historic meeting under United Nations auspices. At that meeting, they agreed to address the issues and the challenges and the needs facing the city as a whole. This meeting was the first official meeting to then take place between representatives of the two communities. They initially met to address the issue of completing a unified sewage system for the city. A year later, they launched the comprehensive Nicosia Master Plan, which aimed at addressing the city as a whole, and that included representatives from both sides of Nicosia who worked together as equal partners. The master plan included a restoration rehabilitation component, and in fact one of the first activities of the master plan was to carry out a survey of the buildings located in the buffer zone. The first implemented project of this restoration rehabilitation component of the master plan was to conserve the buildings located in a neighborhood on each side of the buffer zone, one in the Greek sector and one on the Turkish sector. Moreover, a common legal framework was developed for the protection of historical buildings located throughout the city. The project not only included the buildings of the city, but also its urban fabric as a whole. As a result, this restoration and rehabilitation project addressed issues such as roads, water networks, sewage networks, and electricity networks. As for buildings, a good number of buildings were restored and rehabilitated to serve various functions, including commercial, touristic, administrative, and cultural functions. Young families were given subsidies to settle in certain neighborhoods where large elderly populations existed in order to give these populations a feel that they are an integral part of a vibrant community. Private homeowners also were given subsidies in order to restore their homes. As a result, the historical center of Nicosia on both sides of the buffer zone re-emerged as vibrant and lively parts of the city. They also became economically active and pedestrian-friendly areas of the city. In addition, joint activities took place between the two communities, such as organizing art exhibitions as well as performances. Throughout the world, there unfortunately are cities that are being scarred and divided as a result of violence relating to ethnic, religious, and sectarian tensions, among others. In the case of Nicosia, two divided communities came together and worked on what unifies them rather than what divides them. They took the historic core of Nicosia and used it as an engine to develop a relationship of mutual cooperation and of positive coexistence. It is a relationship that has been evolving over the last 4 decades and continues up to this day. With this, we come to the end of this Aga Khan Trust for Culture open online course entitled Enhancing the Quality of Life in the City. We very much thank you for being part of it, and we hope that you have both enjoyed it and benefited from it.